No one ever thinks this will happen to them, but I can promise you, your day is coming. Join me. Let's jump in.
I'm Cristy Code Red, and you're listening to Rebel Weight Loss and Lifestyle, where we believe food holds the power to heal or poison, and we believe our society has been misled regarding proper nutrition and weight loss. You're in the right place if you're looking for some straight up truth, because I'm here to shed light on the lies and brainwashing that has taken place over the past 5 decades. Thanks so much for listening.
Welcome back to another episode of Rebel Weight Loss and Lifestyle. I'm your host, Cristy Code Red, author, entrepreneur, retired professional boxer. And I'm coming to you once again, just like last week's podcast, from Calgary, Alaska, Calgary, Alberta, Canada. And I'm just finishing up a 2-week dog training course. And let me give you a little bit of context here, because obviously this was, I believe, so important. This podcast was inspired by this dog training course. It was important enough for me to set up my camera at the end of a very long day. I have a headache right now. I've been working dogs all day long. I'm dirty. I still haven't had a shower. It's been raining, but I feel so strongly about this subject that I wanted to get this podcast recorded, because I feel it's just pulling at me to share this with you. Let me back up and tell you what I'm doing. I think I mentioned this last week on last week's podcast, but I have Hazel. She is a 2-year-old Belgian Malinois, Belgian with an N on the end, Malinois, which is spelled Malinois, but it's pronounced Malinois. She comes from Belgium, and she looks like a German Shepherd, but it's a much smaller German Shepherd. This is the most lethal dog on the planet. These dogs are used in the military and the police. They are used in detection, apprehension. They are used for all kinds of different police work that involve biting, to apprehend a bad guy. They are bomb sniffing dogs. They are used as service dogs. They're absolutely incredible, very, very, very smart dogs. But this is a lethal, high drive working dog. And in my opinion, should not be owned by civilians. I really don't think that civilians should own them. I really don't. And I realize I'm a civilian, but even I had done my research on this certain breed, and even I probably bit off a bit more than I can chew. I think that this even took me by surprise. There are plenty of dogs on the planet. I don't believe you should ever get this dog. They really need to be handled by professionals only, and they need to work. They need to do full-time work. So, flashback to September of 2022, and I get Hazel. She's 4 months old at the time, and I got a call from an agency up here in Canada, and they said, we have a female that was pulled from our canine police program because she's too sweet and she's too small to be an actual canine police dog. But she would make a great dog for you. You can still train her as a working dog. And we think she should be great if you just take her early enough and you raise her at the top of the Grove Hotel as a regular dog. Then we think she would adapt well to your lifestyle. So that's how I got Hazel. I've always wanted a Belgian Malinois. Long before the movie Dog came out with Channing Tatum, long before the movie John Wick, long before those movies that showed these tactical dogs that are so cool, I've always wanted this dog. So everything has gone well with Hazel since September of 2022. She's been a wonderful, wonderful dog for me. However, although she does assist me and she travels everywhere with me, and I have trained her really, really well, she's very well behaved. She has molded and adapted to my lifestyle very, very well. She still needs a lot more. She needs a job. She needs to be put to work doing something, and it needs to be pretty high level. Now, she is only limited by me because I don't know how to train dogs. I'm not a dog trainer. I'm a weight loss coach. I don't know. So I contact, actually I've stayed in contact with her breeders, Arsenal Canine, and I get a text from them here a couple months ago, and maybe a month ago, and they said, hey, Cristy, we have a narcotics detection, we have a detection training school up in Calgary that's going to be end of July 2024, 1st of August. It's a 2-week long detection training school that we think you would do really well with. This will teach Hazel how to detect whatever you want her to detect. It could be bombs, bodies, drugs, medical. And so if you detect bombs, it needs to be the only thing the dog detects, because you don't want the dog to detect, I mean, anything but bombs, you know. So I said, let's not learn bombs. Drugs, let's learn drugs, and let's learn human remains. Because then if someone needs a cadaver dog, someone needs to help find, and find a dead body. Sorry if that sounds a little bit too, but they need them, they use them. Sometimes you need to track down a body, and we could volunteer our time, and then narcotics, there's always a chance to detect narcotics somewhere. You could work in schools, you could work at the border, you could work for TSA. There's a lot of different areas where Hazel could go to work with me as her handler. So I said, this is a great opportunity for me to finally learn how to train Hazel to detect narcotics and human remains. Those are the 2 areas I wanted to pick. So I said, yes, I'm going to go do this detection training school. Now, this detection training school was thousands of dollars. It cost me thousands of dollars to attend. Plus, it cost me a couple $1,000 more to rent the Airbnb, to travel here to Calgary, and to eat. And it was full time. It's been full time for 2 weeks, and I'm not even done with it. I'm still only halfway through the 2nd week. So this was quite a commitment. This was quite a decision. But it's something that I wanted to do for a long time. I really wanted to teach Hazel to be a narcotics detection dog. And I really wanted to do human remains, because that's a great chance to volunteer, to help out if the chance arises for us to be able to go find a body. And I realize that really sounds morbid, but it happens, guys, all the time, and they need these canines to find these bodies. They need them to. Crazy people hide bodies places. They bring in the canines find them. Guys, a canine's sense of smell is 40,000 times better than ours. All right, that's on the test. I've been studying. And also she's learning tracking. So she could track down, a missing 4-year-old, an old lady goes wandering off into the woods. They bring in the canines to track them down. Hazel is also learning tracking. So this is a really great opportunity that I've been waiting for a long time. Yes, it's expensive. Yes, I have to be gone from home for 2 weeks. Yes, I have to sleep in an Airbnb for 2 weeks. Yes, I have to be in a foreign country where they actually don't allow their citizens to carry or even own firearms. Yes, I'm in an area where the carjackings are high and the home invasions are high. It's actually not a great part of town. Yeah, there's a lot of things that are going against why I should do this. But I might not get another chance. Another chance might not come my way to do this. Maybe, maybe not. Because one day you're going to wake up and you don't have the chance. One day you're going to wake up and the chance will be gone. And I wanted to take this opportunity to come to this school and learn something that has been something I've been wanting to do for a long, long time. And let me tell you guys, it's been so much fun. I have learned a ton. I mean, I've busted my butt. I've been exhausted. I wake up every morning at 4. because I still have to take care of Hazel. She has to get adequate exercise. Then I have to get to the gym, and I did not rent a car. So I'm jogging 1.5 miles to the gym, doing a full-on workout and jogging 1.5 miles back. Okay, that's taking a goodly amount of time. I have to make Hazel's food. I have to make my food. I have to do my code red work. So I'm getting up at 4. I have to be at the detection school at 9. And we go all day long with a 1-hour lunch, and we're done at 5. And then I spend 5 p.m. to 8 p.m. doing all my code red work, taking care of Hazel, cleaning up, taking a shower, and then I'm asleep by 8. This has really kicked my rear end, let me tell you. Is it ideal? No, it's not ideal. Has it been fun? Yes. I'm so glad that I did it. I'm so glad that I did it, because I might not get the chance. We're all going to wake up someday and we won't have the chance. We're all going to wake up and we will be out of chances to do what we want. Do you realize that? Do you realize that your time is racing by? I think you know that. I always think people know that, but then they act like they got all the time in the world. Guys, I'm 48 years old. I don't have all the time in the world. I'm not saying I'm old, and I'm not, I'm not, and you're like, well, I wish I was 48. You always wish you were younger than what you were. Guys, I was on Idaho State food stamps and dead broke up until I was 40 years old. And then I met Natasha. She helped me with Code Red. I made my first million in a year, and then I made 10 million at the 3-year mark. So believe me, I wish so much that I would have known at 38, at 28, at 30, at 35, what I finally learned at age 40, because I'd been dead broke and struggling to reach millions and make millions all up until I was 40 years old. Nothing turned around for me until I was 40. Nothing. I'd been spinning my wheels. I mean, I've been in the health and weight loss industry for 30 years, but I didn't actually reach anybody. I didn't make a difference. I learned, I did things. I've done a lot of cool things in my life, but I didn't actually start to pick up traction until after I was 40 years old. So we all wish we were younger. We all wish we could go back with what we now know. I mean, youth is wasted on the young. Come on, we know this. Youth is wasted on the young. But I'm telling you, you don't get this time back. And we are, sorry, Jesus, I'm going to say it, we're pissing away all these opportunities because you just think you're going to start tomorrow. Oh, I mean, what if I would have said, when Jenna texted me and said, Cristy, we have a detection training school, and it's going to be end of July, 1st of August. Oh, Jenna, nah, never mind. I'll just catch the next one. What if she decides they don't want, and what if they decide this is not the direction they want to go? I love learning from Jason, Jenna and Jason Arsenal. I love learning from Jason. He's so good. I didn't want to pass up that opportunity, because what if they decide to not do it? Then I got to go find another trainer who's been in this industry as long as him, someone that I trust implicitly like I do, someone who's actually the breeder of the dog that I have, and who I get to work with Hazel's mom in the training school. Like, everything worked out for me to be able to do this, but I could have made a ton of excuses, just like you're making a ton of excuses for the things that you want to do, including getting healthy. I could have made a ton of excuses on why I shouldn't have come. And believe me, there were a lot of excuses. It could have been money, it could have been time, it could have been weather, it could have been just, I didn't want to be gone from home that long. It could have been my code red shipping department. I wanted to stay close to shipping. It could have been that I had my car wrecked here just a couple of weeks earlier, and that I didn't feel like coming. It could be that it would interrupt my bodybuilding competition. It could be that I didn't want to spend that much money. Oh God, I mean, there could have been so many excuses. But I don't know when the opportunity was going to come back. I can't guarantee that these guys are going to be offering a detection school again. I can't guarantee that they're even going to be having this company. What if they just decided to hang up the whole thing and shut down the company? I don't know another dog trainer like these guys. I don't know of another opportunity like this. And then another year would go by and I would have missed out on the joy that I have experienced these last week and a half training Hazel. It's so much fun. We have grown together as a team. We have strengthened our bond. She has flourished. It has been such a joy to watch her flourish. It has been fun to watch me flourish. And tomorrow is not promised. And I'm hearing this from you guys over and over and over about getting healthy and losing the weight. Guys, one day you will wake up and the opportunity will be gone. You will not have another chance. Some of you guys keep losing and gaining the same 20, 30, 40, 50 pounds over and over. And one day, the chance will be gone to lose that weight again. Either your body will become so weight loss resistant that you can't lose that weight, or your health will be so far gone, your hormones will be completely trashed. You will have just cancer riddling, just your body will be riddled with cancer. That your body will just be shot because of all the food, the abuse that you put on your body, from the food, sugar, and alcohol. You have abused your body so many times over and over and over and over and over that you're out of chances, that your body says, I'm done. Too little, too late. You will discover the cancer and the treatments won't work, and that'll be it for you. You will discover the diseases that you caused from your lifestyle choices, and the treatments won't work. Death is coming sooner to those of you who continue to abuse food, sugar, and alcohol, those of you who continue to allow your body to be obese, those of you who continue to carry around too much body fat and body weight. You will trash your knees, you will trash your back, you will trash your ankles, you will put too much pressure on your liver, you will put too much pressure on your organs. Your body will one day give out. Because you continue to think, I'll start over tomorrow, I'll start over Monday, I'll start over on the first of the month. You continue to say that over and over and over, and one day, either you won't wake up, or you wake up and it's going to be too little, too late. I cannot believe the people who think they've got all the time in the world. And they just, this one piece, this one slice, this one bite, this one plate, this one pizza, this one, it's just one caramel macchiato. No, you have abused sugar too many times. And one day your pancreas is going to give out and you'll be full-blown diabetic. One day you're going to slip into a coma because you let your blood sugars run too high and you couldn't get your blood sugar down. You've gone into a seizure, you've gone into a diabetic coma because you continued to say just one more cake pop. I'm going to start over tomorrow. And you never do, you never do, you never do. Stop saying that. You know, you heard from Lori Stobart here a couple of weeks ago, the all or nothing mindset is dangerous. You got to have more alls than nothings. You're gonna have to snap out of this at some point, because this whole all or nothing, I'm in it all the way, or I'm not. Either you're in it all the way or you're abusing food, sugar, and alcohol. Guys, you saw Lori Stobart at 355 pounds. She said something had to change. I couldn't continue down this path anymore. And she lost 205 pounds in 18 months. That's 2.87 pounds a week. And she's now our Code Red certified coach. She saved her life, and so did her husband, Randy. And so have so many of you. But a majority of you that are listening to me, you're dabbling, you're continuing to dip your toe in, you're continuing to just kind of maybe Monday, first of the month, January 1st, after the kids go back to school, when we get done with vacation, after Thanksgiving, after Valentine's Day. My husband and I have a date night this Saturday night. I'll start over on Monday. When my dad gets out of surgery, when my mom gets better, when my kid starts college, you just continue with these excuses. You put everybody else in front of you. You put your health on the back burner, and that decision is gonna be made for you. One day you'll wake up and you will be out of chances. That's it. That's it. Game over. And what? What then? You'll be in the hospital. You'll be on cancer treatments. You'll be taking diabetic shots. You'll be on loads of medication. You won't be able to walk. You won't be able to get up. You won't be able to feed yourself. Someone else will be making all of your health decisions for you because you didn't take charge when you could. You continued to say tomorrow, next week, next month, Monday, January 1st. If you don't take care of this now, I promise you, it will take care of you later. If you don't make that decision now, the decision will be made for you later. Because one day you'll wake up and you will be out of chances. And you will be full of regret. Full of regret. Because you didn't step up and face this right now. You don't have an infinite amount of time. You don't have an infinite amount of chances. And one day your body will give out. You can't keep abusing food, sugar, and alcohol like this and expect things to just be okay. Nobody ever thinks it's going to happen to them. Nobody ever thinks it will. And then one day you wake up out of surgery and they have amputated a foot because of gangrene, because of unchecked diabetes, peripheral neuropathy. One day you won't be able to get an erection. I'm sorry if that sounds crass, because that is a side effect of unchecked running too high blood sugars. Unchecked diabetes is impotence. And you can no longer have intimacy with your spouse. You really want to go down this road all because you cannot say no to the never-ending pasta bowl at Olive Garden? Take care of it now, or it will take care of you later. You do not have unlimited amount of chances. One day you'll wake up and you will be out of chances. Right now is a chance. Right now, you make the choice to do what you always wanted to do. And this can go for anything. I mean, I opened up this podcast talking about me taking the opportunity to come to this dog training school because I desperately wanted to learn how to be a better handler. And I desperately wanted Hazel to work in her gifting, what she was bred for. And I did it. I took the chance and I did it. Instead of being full of bullcrap excuses. Was it uncomfortable? Very. In fact, the Airbnb that I'm staying in was actually burglarized a couple of nights ago. And I could have run back home to America with my tail between my legs and said, I'm not staying here any longer. You know what I did? I stuck it out. I stuck it out. So many excuses. It's been pouring rain here. It's cold. I'm cold right now. I have my jacket on. So many excuses to not go. So many excuses to go home early. So many excuses to just sit in my comfortable condo at the top of the Grove Hotel and just collect a paycheck and just continue to go through the motions of my cushy little life. But I put myself in an uncomfortable situation of being at the bottom of the list as a student knowing nothing in an area that I know nothing about, in a field of full of expertise that I know nothing about, and saying, no, I'm gonna learn this. I'm gonna get good at this. Hazel and I are so awkward, you guys. We're so awkward. We are. It's funny. It is. And I haven't been a student of very many things, guys, for a long time. It's been very awkward and uncomfortable, but I did it without bullcrap excuses. You will be uncomfortable during your weight loss. Yes, you will. We think the code red is the easiest hard because we use a high-fat philosophy. So you don't deal with the incredible hunger. You know, eating a high-fat diet means I can bring you down on calories, but you can still feel good while you're doing all this. It's going to help your hair and nails grow. It's going to give you energy. It's going to balance your hormones. It's going to help you sleep better. We think that using the method that I have curated and I have a proven tried and true method of weight loss, we think that using this proper human diet method of high fat, low carbs is the easiest way to lose weight. But you are going to be uncomfortable without your alcohol. You are going to be uncomfortable just running into the C-store to go potty and not buy some red vines. It is going to take a little effort on your part. Yeah, you're going to be uncomfortable, just like I've been uncomfortable these last 2 weeks as a very awkward student. But it's going to be worth it because Hazel and I, we're going to get a job finding narcotics. We're going to get a job helping out at Boise Search and Rescue. We're going to do what we were meant to do. Hazel will work in her area of expertise. And I'm so glad we spent this time being uncomfortable because it's going to pay off. And it is going to pay off for you. But you've got to get to that point where you say, I have freaking had enough. I'm going to take control of my life right now, or someone will have to take control of my health later. What's it going to be, guys? You don't have an unlimited amount of chances. You don't. You might as well tackle it now. You might as well make the choice now while you still can make a choice. I'll see you next week.
Thank you so much for listening to Rebel Weight Loss and Lifestyle. If you are looking for some hardcore accountability to get and keep this weight off, look no further because I've got VIP Connection. This is the ultimate connection to me, just short of me sleeping on your couch. You're going to get 3 daily messages from me in real time directly to you. You're going to submit your weight every Friday. We're going to go over it in a weekly meeting on Sunday nights, and I'm going to give you feedback. You'll have access to a monthly VIP breakfast with me in Boise, a monthly VIP supplement box, access to any workshop, any PDF promo that I hold for that month. You'll have access to the Ringside membership. And best of all, you'll have a fully customized nutrition program written just for you. We're talking about over $3,000 total value for $397 a month, and you can cancel anytime. Go to coderedlifestyle.com/VIP to check that out.